Hello, welcome to my channel. In the topic of current electricity, we have solved till now several questions based on the several principles regarding Ohm's law, resistances combination, cell combination, and the meter bridge principle and potentiometer. Now in our daily life, why are we safe inside the car when there is thunderstorm? If thunderstorm is there outside, then we are safe under the car because of the electrostatic shielding you all must be knowing. Similarly, a fact that suppose there is a coil, current is passed in it, and a metallic coil or metallic wire is that, and if the current is passed and becomes red hot, suppose it is hot. Why? Because heating effect of current. What will happen if at the half of the wire some cold water is poured? Can you imagine what will happen? The other half will become red hot. And why? This question is related with our daily life also, because what happens when the cold water is poured on the wire? The temperature decreases, cold water, or the resistance. You know, when the temperature decreases, then resistance also decreases. Therefore, in the overall wire, the current increases, and this increase of current produces more heat in the other half, and it becomes red hot. And it is the reason that the fire created or the fire caused due to the electrical short circuiting, the extinguisher is sand, not water. Sand is used because of this reason. Why? Because the water will lower down the temperature and will increase the current, and the more and more heat will be produced, excessive heat will be produced, and it will create lot of damage. Similarly, I have selected this question here. I am going to read, and at the blackboard, this question is also very conceptual, that there is a figure at the blackboard. It shows a cross section of a spherical metal shell of inner radius r. This is shown inner radius. A point charge of -6 microcoulomb is located at a distance of r/2 from the center of the shell. So at somewhat this point, -6 microcoulomb charge is located at the distance r/2 from the center of the shell. If the shell is electrically neutral, what are the induced charges on its inner and outer surfaces? Are those charges uniformly distributed? The second part of the question. And what is the field pattern inside and outside the shell? So why I have selected these three parts of the question, the total question as a whole, based on which key idea what are these parts, what are the exact answers for these parts. So what concept is behind that? Number one, that the shell is electrically neutral and is metal. So metals has large number of free electrons, you know. Now it is given that if the shell is electrically neutral and from the center at the half of the radius a negative charge is placed, what will you do? Suppose we draw a Gaussian surface. You know, Gauss theorem says that Q enclosed, the net charge enclosed upon epsilon naught, is the net flux. So here, if we draw the Gaussian surface, I have drawn the dotted Gaussian surface shown in this figure. So as per the Gauss theorem, Q enclosed will be 0 only if -6 microcoulomb within the shell, which was put here, plus 6 microcoulomb must lie on the inner wall of the shell. Only then Q enclosed will be 0. So minus 6 we have put here in the question, it is given. So what must be the induced charge? Equal and opposite. So this will be the plus microcoulomb, and where it will be produced, induced in the inner wall. So it is shown by the plus sign here. Now again, what is the key idea? That since minus 6 microcoulomb is not at the center, it is off center. Instead of at center, it is here, it is here, center is here and it is here. So what will happen? The distribution of plus microcoulomb will tend to collect on the inner wall nearest to the minus 6 microcoulomb. What I am saying, look, this minus 6 microcoulomb, so this will be the plus charge induced by this minus 6 microcoulomb. Nearer to the minus 6 microcoulomb, the part of plus charge will be more, and look far away, this is the less. Overall plus 6 microcoulomb, its distribution is here. Why? Because minus 6 microcoulomb is not placed exactly at the center, it is off center. Now next key idea. Since the shell is electrically neutral, its inner wall can have plus microcoulomb only if free electrons with a total charge of minus 6 microcoulomb leave the inner wall and move to the outer wall and spread uniformly. What does it mean? You all are knowing that it is minus 6, then plus 6 will be the induction induced charge. So plus 6 will be at the inner surface, but how it will remain distributed? Nearer to the minus 6, more plus 6 portion of the plus 6 charge, and at the rest of wall it is less, overall plus 6. But why it is written that number of free electrons of the shell, how will they distribute, and how it is written that, you know, shell is electrically neutral, it will remain electrically neutral. So the total number of electrons equivalent to minus 6 microcoulomb will be distributed. And how? The distribution of negative charge is uniform. Negative charge here, this is negative charge, this is negative charge, this is negative charge. I have shown this is the negative charge. Why? The distribution of negative charge is uniform because the shell is spherical, and on the inner wall here, on the inner wall cannot produce an electric field in the shell to affect the distribution of charge on the outer wall. That is why the negative charge on the shell are distributed uniformly. Now finally, all the field lines, that is outside the shell and inside the shell, all the field lines intersect the shell and the point charge perpendicularly. Look, from the point charge they are radially inward for the negative, so they are perpendicular, and at the shell they are perpendicular. This is the main point of emphasis. Finally, inside the shell, the pattern of field lines is due to the positive charge distribution. So that is why this is shown here. Outside the shell, the pattern is the same as if the point charge were centered and the shell were missing. What does it mean? That outside the shell, all the field lines are radially inward, that is, it is supposed to be that the charge is placed at the center. What does it mean? That what is the fact? That in fact the distribution of the field lines, all field lines will intersect the shell as well as charge perpendicularly. Inside the shell, the distribution is due to minus charge present here, but outside the shell, the field lines are normal to the surface and approaching the center. What does it mean? That is, it will be true no matter where inside the shell is point charge located. It may be here as well as here as well as anywhere. The outer field lines are perpendicular to the surface of the shell. So now I hope you must have understood this concept. Now another problem I have selected, and this problem is based on the IEEE question on the temperature coefficient of resistance, and it is very simple. You should learn the relation for alpha. What is alpha? Temperature coefficient of resistance. I am reading the question, and this question is asked in the IEEE 2007. The question says that the resistance of a wire at 50 degrees Celsius is 5 ohm. So what will you write here? At 50 degrees Celsius is 5 ohm at T equal to 50 degrees Celsius. Now, and it is 6 ohm at 100 degrees Celsius. So this is R60 and it's R100 and its value is 6 ohm. What is the temperature at T2 equal to 100 degrees Celsius? Find the temperature, find the resistance at 0 degrees Celsius. So at 0 degrees Celsius, what is R naught? This question is asked in IEEE 2007. Now you know what is the formula. How will you solve RT equal to R naught 1 plus alpha delta T, temperature difference. So for the first case, what will you write? This RT, what is RT? RT is 5 ohms. You can put the value directly. This 5 equal to R naught 1 plus alpha into delta T. So alpha into what is delta T? 50. So into 50. Similarly, for 6 equal to what will you write? R naught 1 plus alpha into 100. So what happens? What problem arises here? That you divide, then R naught is cancelled. So what will you do here? You can write here that in this way you will write that this R50 minus R naught, and here it will be, you can write here R100 minus R naught. This is R, I have put the value here. You suppose you have not written the value R50, finally you will put this is R100. Now as per the formula it is written. So this you will bring here. What is left here? Open the bracket, R50 R naught there. Now this is R naught will be cancelled, alpha R naught alpha 50. So it will be, this will be, if they are divided, then it will become 1:2. How? 50 alpha R naught, 100 alpha R naught, cancelled 1/2. Now put the value. So you will get the value. This is 5 minus R naught upon 6 minus R naught equal to 1/2. Now you can solve and you will find that R naught will be equal to 2 5 are 10 and 6, this is 4 ohm. So this is the question. How will you solve? Now I hope you must have understood the problems, and there are so many problems based on the topic current, electricity, electrostatics, capacitor. What is the meaning of a single isolated conductor, its capacitance. So current electricity, till current electricity from electrostatics, the range is very vast. You have to understand the problem and think how fast and accurately you can solve the questions. Now in the next video, I will discuss the magnetic effect of current and magnetism. Thank you.